Blog Talk Radio. You were tuned in to another episode of Two Lit Tuesdays right here on Endie Fiya with your girl, Nakia. I'm so excited to be here with you guys this evening. You know what? For the new year, 2020, when it rolls around, I'm going to have another catchphrase for myself, all right? Because I'm always excited, to be on the show and to just be before my listening audience. So I need something, that's going to describe me a little better than excited. Like I need a big, huge word. You know what I mean? So we're going to work on that. I thank you for joining us this evening, but I'm super excited to have my guest here this evening. We debuted her music, the track entitled Take Me, I'm Yours. We debuted it back in October. It's been on rotation or in rotation on New Music Mondays. I love the song. I love the concept behind the song. I love, and I want to say this, and don't take it the wrong way, but the place that she was in when the song was created, I love everything about that. And we're going to talk about it more, once we get, Linda on with me. But I just wanted to let you know that, sit back and hang tight because tonight's interview is going to be really special. I feel it. All right? So let me back up just a little bit. If you missed New Music Mondays last night, crazy episode, like the first, really, for what we did last night. Endie Fiya's hip-hop entertainment news show. And last night, because we always say that New Music Mondays accept all genres of music, right? So we've been getting a lot of music, different labels are sending in all types of music. October we had, the music from Germany, a little trance, a little EDM, whatever, but it wasn't too far from what we're used to hearing, on the show. Well, last night we had some country, we had some rock, we had some pop, we had R&B, we had hip hop. It was crazy in here last night. And the energy, was crazy as well. So thank you again to Scope Radio for those submissions of those artists. Our featured artist for the month is Tim Triglione from New Orleans. Got a crazy sound. Afro beats mixed with a little bit of hip hop, mixed with a little bit of R&B. So make sure you're tuning in on Mondays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can hear our featured artist again, Tim Triglione, as well as those entries from Scope Radio. Who else we have? Lavina Lai was on. Who else? Oh, of course, we had to go back across the pond and, give you a little bit of that Human on a Mission by Robbie Raps. Make sure that you are listening to that, his debut self-entitled EP, again, Robbie Raps, out of the UK. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to go in rotation for next week because I know we got a lot of music. And as I explained, before, that show is a little different than most, you people, radio stations, they put music in rotation and there's not a lot of talking. And, I like to be able to give you, because, I critique music, so I like to be able to give you my opinion on, the music. But because we're getting so much music and I want to be able to get everybody in, I'm going to cut back on my talking, which is going to be hard because you guys know I love to run my mouth. So I'm going to cut back on the talking and give you guys the music because I know that's what you're there for on New Music Mondays. Again, if you want to submit to New Music Mondays, you can email Monica at info@endiefireradio.com. Please make sure your music is at least, within the last 30 to 45 days. Call new music, maybe 60 days, all right? And in the subject line, you want to put New Music Mondays submissions. And as I explained last night, normally, somebody gets back with you if you email or DM. Somebody will get back to you within, 10 hours, all right, tops. Monica's on bed rest, all right? And as you all know, Monica's been with me since the very beginning, and her husband's military, and now they're in Germany. So she's been doing everything behind the scenes, like really, really behind the scenes from over there. Well, now she's on bed rest, and she will be for the remainder of the pregnancy, which is, she's doing January, but it looks like they're going to take the babies, plural. Yes, guys. Got two babies, twins, the end of December. I think she said the 21st of December, the 20th of December. So if responses are very delayed, like I'm trying, you don't understand. We have like 5 email accounts for the show, and so I'm trying to jump in there and, fill in what I can fill in. But I do have 2 individuals that are responding to emails and DMs and inboxes and all that good stuff. So if, there's a delay, now you know the reason. All right? This coming Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will have a motivational speaker, author, entrepreneur, counselor. There's like 10 more, titles up under her name, but you get the point. Kiwan Fitz Webster will be here with me 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday the 7th. And then on Saturday, yes, guys, we're back to Saturdays. Not he said, she said Saturdays, Endie Fiya Saturdays. Because we are booked until the middle of January. And I had no intentions, like normally around the middle of November, then I open up December, right? I didn't get the opportunity to open up December. It filled up really quickly. And so I said, we can't take no more. Like, we got a waiting list. But people were like, no, because we couldn't get in for November. So we're booked until the middle of January now, which is good. I'm not complaining at all. I just hate the fact that I can't get everybody in. So we are having a few Saturday shows. This month we have 2. We may add a third one. And then next month we have 1. We may add a second one. All right, so Saturday the 9th of September, the 9th of November at 7 p.m. We go back to 7 p.m. times on Saturdays. So 7 p.m., J.A. Butler, she's a published author, and she's with Dream Wake Work Publishing. You guys know them, right? That's our girl, Sarah, out of Philly. So we have had the opportunity to have all of her authors on the show this year, less one, and that one will be here in December unless she finds somebody else. I said that to say we've had to add some additional categories to the Endie Fiya Radio Award Show, which you're coming up on December the 28th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right back here for the 2nd annual Endie Fiya Radio Awards Show. And we've had to add, because we've had so many authors this year, we've had to add, some literary awards in there also. It's going to be funny because a lot of her authors are going to be, on the nominations. They'll be there together. So you're up against your pen sister or your brother. I thought that was funny. Either way, make sure that you tune in. Promo for that will begin in about 2 weeks. Nominations will not go out until the beginning of December because, of course, we have, the shows that are in December. But nominations will go out the beginning of December. All right, so that is the 2nd annual Endie Fiya Radio Awards Show on December the 28th, Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right? I'm tired now, man. Yo, I do want to say this. I don't have a lot of hip-hop news at all because I've been trying to catch up on, I went to that Jadena concert this weekend, and I should not have because now I'm so behind in my homework. I'm really behind to the point, like, I'm just like, I don't want to do it type of behind, So I haven't really, seen what's going on. I've seen it, but it's like in one ear and out the other. What I did see today was your boy, Jacquees, he's the self-proclaimed king of R&B now, right? So his new album is coming out soon, and he released the cover to the album today. Why that boy got king of R&B I don't know if that's the title, or if he's just, just proclaiming it on the album cover or what, but somebody need to talk to him. That's all I know. Somebody need to talk to him because that's he's not the king. He wasn't even the prince like of R&B, and the way he's putting on, he's looking like, the jester of R&B now. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep you posted. I'm gonna keep you posted on that release and how all of that goes. All right. Our guest this evening is recording artist Linda Washington. She is a breast cancer survivor and a survivor of domestic violence. Linda was ready to date again after surviving breast cancer. She was physically, mentally, and verbally abused. Linda recalls being told that she needed to get used to being treated that way because she wasn't a real woman anymore. Hearing this hurt her spirit, so much so that she stopped dating for 10 years. Yo, I'm going to have to interject right here because I didn't go through any of this. And I pulled myself off the market for years. And if somebody that has gone through this can find love, again, there's got to be hope for me, right? Close brackets. She even pushed away from the one person that saw her and not her scars or cancer. Linda says that she let fear take over and lost her one true love. Man. Linda wrote her song, Take Me, I'm Yours, to help other survivors not to give up on love. She wants them to know that they are beautiful inside and out and not to let anyone tell them differently. And as I've been saying, we've been talking about this song every time, it played, and I gave my little 2 cents on it. I said it's really amazing how someone can go through not only surviving breast cancer, but a domestic violence survivor as well. Not only can you find love in yourself and you can allow people to love you, but you're able to express love and do so through your lyrics. That takes so much courage and so much strength. Endie Fiya listener audience, I present to you this evening my guest, the recording artist, Linda Washington.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for being here. Let me tell you something. I meant to tell you this earlier when we were talking. Your voice is, and I heard it in the song, but your voice is so calming and relaxing.
It took a long time. But thank you.
I'm sure. Thank you again for joining me this evening. You could have been anywhere, but again, you're taking the time out of your busy schedule to get free of yourself and of your time. So thank you.
You're welcome.
What was it like for you growing up as a child?
It was hard. I mean, it was like any other childhood. I had 7 brothers and sisters, so it was hard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woof. I'm an only child, and at times I thought, this is hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, people think only kids are spoiled, but I thought, this is hard. Like, because, I wanted the bigger family. I wanted siblings and all of that. So things that people always say, no, you had it easy. And no, I really didn't, because mentally it was hard for me. Just the whole thing. I talked to authors, and they mentioned how, they kept journals as they were little boys or little girls. And I thought about it. I used to do the same. Like, I had a very creative imagination, and I would make up all types of stuff to kind of fill that void of being an only child. So I can only imagine what it was like with 7 siblings.
Yeah.
Where do you fall at? Are you in the middle?
I'm the middle child. I'm the middle.
Wow.
Yeah. That's the hardest. Yeah.
Yes. Wow. Like, I have 4 kids, but I have 3 boys and a girl. So it's like 2 boys, then my daughter, and then my youngest son. So my middle son it's always been like, because my daughter really doesn't even fit in that mix. It's like 3 boys and a girl, So my middle son has always felt that, he's always felt that middle child syndrome, even though in actuality he isn't. He's a middle son, but, he's always felt that middle child syndrome. So I kind of know, from his point of view, I know what you're talking about when you say the middle child.
Yeah, the middle one.
Did you come from a musical family or a musical background?
The only musical background I came from was church. I was in the church choir. That's it. That's
And I
where I
think
learned to
that is,
sing.
yeah, that's the bulk of the females that I've had on the show. That's where their roots were, they were rooted in the church choir. Were you
Exactly. Yep.
forced? Were you forced to sing in the church choir like I was, or was that
No,
something
I
that you
loved it.
enjoyed doing? You loved
I
it.
liked it. Mhm.
See, for me, it was the complete opposite. Not that I can't sing, but everybody in my family, they're all ministers, reverends, bishops, and so it's like you don't have a choice. You got to be in a choir. My mother's a pastor. You're like, you got to be in the choir.
Oh,
And it wasn't,
exactly. Yeah.
yeah. PK, we rebel, and so that's not something that I wanted to do. I didn't enjoy doing it, even though I love to sing. Didn't like singing
Mhm.
in the church. I'm the opposite now. Catch me on Sunday morning in the church choir. But nobody in your family sung or anything, played
No.
instruments.
No.
Wow,
Nope.
wow. So listening to this single that we have, "Take Me, I'm Yours." I'm guessing you are in the R&B genre.
Yes.
For somebody who has not heard or had, shame on them, they haven't had the opportunity to hear "Take Me, I'm Yours." Describe your sound?
It's a little bit of um R&B and a little bit of pop. Just slow, like it back in the day, the slow music. Where everything had a meaning. You understand what the music was about.
And that music I'm so appreciative of. Nothing is wrong with this new age R&B. Like I've had a lot of old school, old soul, um, male R&B artists on the show this year, and they want to bring back that, music that really had meaning. Now
Yeah.
the art that's out now, you're talking about your feelings, you're expressing your feelings, but there's something. It's not as passionate now as it was um, back. Want to say like the '90s. It's not as passionate
Yeah.
now. It really, when you think of R&B, you think of rhythm and blues, and you're not feeling any of that now. It's just I don't know what R&B stands for now, but I don't really feel what I felt, back then. And I could tell in your song, even though, just hearing where or how the song was created, you could still tell, you have that old school vibe. It's something like really sweet and um, gosh, what's the word? It takes you to a place that you, of course, you can relate to it, but it takes you. You're able to go on a ride with this track. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning to the end, you're able to feel everything. I don't want to keep talking to you like in third person, but you can feel where this artist is coming from the beginning to the end. You take that ride with her, from the time the song opens to the time the song ends. You feel everything about the song. I want to keep talking about it because I'm gonna give it to you in just a minute. But R&B with a little bit of pop. Who would you say influences your style?
Wow. A lot of people. I used to love the whispers, the dramatics, the stylistics, um, Luther Vandross, well, not Peeble, Barry White.
Like you might be up around my age. You talking about Luther and Barry and the Whispers and man.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yes,
Frankie
that was.
Beverly and Maze, the Isley Brothers.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
All of those. Yeah, my father was huge in the music industry, and I don't think there wasn't um, a 45 vinyl that he did not have. Everything new that came out, he had it, and he instilled all of that in me, like the love and the passion for this industry. And so all of that older music, even though they're probably 20 years older than me, that's what I grew up on. So my
Mhm.
daughter's the same way. She's very old soul. She loves everything that's old, not really into this new stuff, but she likes all of the old stuff.
Yeah.
Again, I just think that music then, they were saying stuff. Now it's about how many females you can bag. You know what I'm saying? And how
Exactly.
much money you
Exactly.
can get. And it's all about that
Mhm.
now. It, Granted, people can relate to that, but it's not the music I feel like we need to be filling our heads with. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
um, when did you first begin to take music seriously?
Um, I was playing around with it, but just this year. Just this
Which
year.
shocked me. Like before,
Why?
I normally go and stalk, people's social media. I get all the information about them, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know nothing about this lady. Like she's incognito. I don't know nothing about her. And today, I actually did find like a hashtag on Instagram, and from like back in April, and it was talking about this track, and I was like, wow. So I think this is her first single, you know.
Mhm.
But I to you, and I think this your voice is so seasoned, and I guess that's from if you've been doing it for a while and just not have taken it seriously, then you do have the time to perfect your craft and do things the way you need to be. So again, it just blew me away, And guys, you'll hear what I'm talking about if you haven't heard this single. You hear what I'm talking about. I'm not ready to give it to you yet, but it's it's amazing. What's your writing process like? Do you have to feel the beat first and then your lyrics come, or is it the other way around, or is it a combination of both?
It's the other way. I do my lyrics and then try to um play my tune in my head to what I want my lyrics to be played to.
When I was
So
writing,
I would.
I was the same way. A lot of people got to hear the music first, and then they write.
Mhm.
No, I have to write first, and then go through music on top of music until I can find what's perfect, what's gonna fit. And again, I can hear a tune in my head, and my producer, I can go to him and just hum and say, hey, blah, 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 that's what I want. You know what I mean? And he'll come
Yeah.
back and give me what I want. We work well together. Everybody's not that perfect, but we work well. But again, I have to write, because I'm a writer, so I have to get everything out first, and then go back and add the music. So I feel you. I feel you on that right there.
Hey now, what's good? It's your girl Jana Blackwell, Seatown Records, Mistress of Soul, and you're on the air with the hottest independent station, Endie Fiya, with your host Nakia, giving you that heat right here on the station, bringing you all of the hottest hip hop hits, Endie Fiya.
Thank you, Jana. Seatown Records, Mistress of Soul. Hey guys, if you're on Spotify, look for Jana Blackwell. She made I don't remember which one it was, but she made a Spotify playlist today with some major hitters in the industry. Yeah, so big ups to Jana. If you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Two With Tuesdays on Indie Fire with your girl Nakia, and I'm live this evening with my very very special guest, a recording artist Linda Washington. So, songwriters are often encouraged to um, write or talk about things that they know of. How have your life experiences impacted the music that you're writing?
It impacted my life because it took a lot. Um, it took a lot off of me when I write. When I write, it just takes a lot of everything that I'm going through. It just takes it. It takes it from me, and it just goes right on the paper. So when I write, it's is it keeps me stress free and relax, and I think that's good for me when I'm writing.
Would you say that writing is therapeutic for you?
Yes, it is. Very.
Do you have any type of spiritual connection when you're writing?
Spiritual. Well, I always have spiritual, but um, it's just I just believe in my beliefs and believe what I'm writing, and that's what keep on writing.
So being a survivor of not only breast cancer but of domestic violence, how do you stay focused and not allow um, self pity or hurtful feelings to come up and deter you when you're writing?
It took a lot. I had to heal myself. It took a lot. There was a lot of pain and a lot of hurt that I couldn't write. But once I started focusing on I'm better than this and I deserve better, um, I had to heal myself before I can start basically writing.
And I know, 'cause guys, you know that I'm a victims advocate of domestic violence, but and you all know that, because I say this a lot. Domestic violence comes in so many forms. It's not only physical, but it's mental and it's verbal, and it's, you could be intimidating and neglect and financially. So going through domestic violence and going through surviving breast cancer and being told that, this is you. You need to accept you for who you are, because, this is how it's going to be, forever. What kind of thoughts were going through your head for somebody to be able to tell you that mentally, screw your head up, you know what I'm saying? Verbally mess you up. What was going through your head at that time?
I really believe that's what I was going to get. I wasn't going to be able to find anybody or be with anybody. I accepted what was said to me and believed it, and I just turned myself off. I turned my feelings off. I turned everything off. I had no emotion. I had nothing. It was just like whatever was told to me, that's what I believed. And to keep being told that you're worthless and to get used to that because you're not a real woman anymore, I accepted that, and then you think back, you say, okay, you fought cancer, you fought to survive, but what did you just why? And I ask God, why did you save me to be put in this place where you got me at, where I was at, and I believe what was told to me, and that's what I accepted for a long time.
And so what was your breaking point? What day did you finally wake up and say, you know what? No, I'm better than this? And did you stop with that question? Why did you save me to take me through this? What happened? What made you say, no, I can come out of this. There's so much more for me. There's so much more for me to give to others. But what was your breaking point?
When I met this one guy, and he made me smile, and every day I was just like surprised because he was taking down every brick, but
honey,
but I wasn't healed,
uh-huh.
and I didn't
uh-huh.
want to hurt him.
Uh-huh.
So I did everything to make him not like me. So I pushed him away.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you, because I know you may look back at the story and think, how it could have went a totally different way if I just would have submitted. But I'm going through that, and people ask me a lot, why do I work with the organizations that I work with? I've never been a survivor of domestic violence. I've never, been trafficked. I've never been homeless. You know what I'm saying? But I tell people all the time that we are all gifted with a ministry, and my ministry is to serve. And so I could do this all day long and talk to people and tell them what they need to do and, make sure that they have the life skills they need to be able to move forward after this has occurred. And I could do this all day long, but can't take my own advice. And so I laughed because I met this gentleman I think it's been 3 months now, and we have an awesome relationship. But I'm the type of person who always felt like I don't need love, right? Because I watch strong women, in my family do everything on their own. They took care of their children. They took care of their homes. You know what I'm saying? They went out and they worked their 8 to 5. Their bank accounts were stacked. These women did this on their own without the help of men. So I felt like I'm just that independent. I don't need to be able to rely on anyone else. I don't need love. I don't have a problem showing it, but I don't need it. That's always been my issue. And so this man came along, and was talking about, God sent him. Okay. And so first of all, that kind of, red light right there, because, a lot of people, I go to church, you know what I'm saying, but they don't really talk about what they prayed for and how it came to pass and, how God intervened. They don't talk about stuff like that. And that was all he talked about. And I was still holding on to me. I still have all of these, talking about a heart of just ice. And, you had to tear down, you said brick by brick, like he would get through one layer and, I don't know, it would just automatically just pop back up. And then he would get through another layer and it would automatically pop back up. And so I feel you on that. And so many times I've pushed him because I feel like, maybe I'm not really worth the love that you're trying to pour into me. You could be pouring it into somebody else. That's my mentality. But I see, your resistance. I understand your resistance. And you lost him, right?
Yeah, I lost him.
Did he just get fed up and say, you know what, I can't get through to her. I can't make her understand. What happened?
I stopped talking to him because I didn't want to hurt him, and I know where my mind was at when I met him. I would have hurt him, and he didn't deserve to be hurt. So the best thing that I could have done is just to push him away and let him go.
And so once that happened, were you able to, or how soon after that happened, were you able to realize that, what he was saying or what he was trying to do, or, that's the truth. Like I'm better than that, or, how soon after that did you realize that?
I realized that a couple of months after, because I when I was with him, I just felt whole. I felt like myself, and knowing that I pushed him away, it hurted me more than it hurted him. But just a couple of months after.
Did you write this song after?
I wrote "Take Me, I'm Yours" because of him.
What do you
He
hope
was
to
my
be
inspiration.
Able to, there we go. And so what do you hope that people take from this song when they hear the song?
To believe in love, that you can be loved, and don't run from it. Don't let fear push you away from it. Embrace it. If you find that one person that sees you, then that's love. And when you hear my song, that's how one wants to be treated, and that's how one should be treated.
If you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Tuesdays on Endie Fiya with your girl Nakia and my special guest, recording artist Linda Washington. She's just talking about her single, Take Me, I'm Yours. And this is it right here.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Lavina Lai here with you guys on Endie Fiya Radio, hosted by Nakia, playing only the hottest music, and of course me.
She's so silly. Thank you, Lavina Lai. Make sure that you're listening to her brand new song entitled Your Song. Yes, off of her sophomore EP, More of Me. That right there that you just heard was our guest for this evening, recording artist Linda Washington with Take Me, I'm Yours. If you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Two with Tuesdays with your girl Nakia on Endie Fiya. And I think every time I listen to this song, let me back up because I told you guys like her voice. It was just so sweet. It was so kind. It was you get pulled in to the song. You actually can listen to what she's saying. The words make sense. She takes you to a place that you know you've been, and a place that you know that you need to be in. And as she mentioned, prior to the song being played, she wants the song to be able to let people know that you are capable of loving again, that you're capable of being loved. If you have someone, and you got that feeling in your stomach, that's the person, like, let that shit happen, all right? That's all I'm saying. And, I'm preaching to myself as well. Let it happen, let it happen. But my favorite lines on the song, you show me how it feels to love someone that's real. You see the beauty in all my flaws. But I tell my man that at least 4 times a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so perfectly imperfect, And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. He ain't perfect. But I'm just saying, I recognize the things that are wrong with me, the things that need to be fixed. And he recognizes those too, and he's willing to just be there. Because I'm telling you, I break up with him every other 2 days. He's breaking up every other 2 days. Somebody was like, what is that? What is every other 2 days? Yo, look at your calendar and be like, 2 days, skip two, on two, off two. It's kind of like how we are, But he's willing to stay there and stick it out. And the more he sticks it out with me, the more I'm understanding that the things that I tell other people, especially when it comes to being able to love yourself, and realizing that somebody else can love you, all of that is beginning to, my mind is opening up more freely to being able to accept the fact that I can give love, want to show love, do need love. And so as Linda stated, going through these type of horrific events in life, going through, and if you're just tuning in, Linda is a survivor of breast cancer and a survivor of domestic violence. And so being able to tell other people that you are capable of loving, that you are capable of allowing yourself to be loved, that you are capable of giving love after, she may, and I don't know what she went through, but I know what the people that I work with have gone through and are still going through. And so it takes a lot of strength and a lot of healing to be able to come to the realization that, I am worthy of being loved, and I am worthy of giving love. And, we promote self-love so much nowadays, but I don't really think people are really living it the way that they should. And you talked about, all of the hurt that you had to endure and the questions that you had to ask, why me? Why you saved me to take me through this right here? But I feel like, the strength that you possess now, you're able to be such an inspiration, a motivation, a means of empowerment to other women who have gone through this, who may still be in it and not know, the proper steps that they need to take to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Do you use your voice in the community to be able to bring awareness to both breast cancer and domestic violence?
And yes, I do. I also have a book out. I'm also a published author.
Really?
Yes.
All right. So what's the name of your book?
It's called Forbidden and Broken: Finding Love Behind the Scars.
Finding Love. And where is it located?
On Amazon.com.
On Amazon. All right, you guys, you heard it. Forbidden and Broken: Finding Love Behind the Scars, available on Amazon. Now, what I can gather, but you want to talk about your book just a little bit and let the listening audience know what all is in the book?
The book is about what I went through. You know how you can tell who your friends are, who your friends not. When you're sick,
Yeah.
you know who's there for you, who's not.
Right.
It's basically finding yourself again and believing in yourself again, and living beyond your scars. I mean, you know, like I said, when I started to date again, um, I was beaten, and and then I was raped, and that's when I was told I was worthless, and so on and so forth. So, in my book, I wrote down all the darkness I had to go through, um, all the hurt, all the pain, and by me writing, it it healed me because it brought out all my anger and my hurt went on my pages. So it's an eye opener for a lot of women, and I know a lot of women um, probably went through the same thing I went through, and some of them probably still live in the same nightmare. And you know, but you have to heal yourself and know when to say enough is enough, and that you deserve better. And once you do that, then you can start living your life.
And I think I see this so much. Um, People that are always looking in from the outside, they always question, you know, why didn't you leave? Why didn't you get out? Why did you continue to allow this to happen? You know, did you like the pain and the suffering? You know, ignorant questions, and not really ever knowing um, the entire scenario. They don't know what's going on behind those closed doors. You know, sometimes children can be involved, and you know, sometimes you're dependent upon that individual, and you never know the reasons people not endure, but have to stay where they are, because nobody voluntarily endures that. So your book, you know, as I mentioned previously, I feel that you are the voice. You know, you may have questioned the creator while you were going through it, but I feel like, you know, you came out of it when you needed to come out of it, to be that voice to other, and I hate to say it, but men as well as women, because you all know that domestic violence is not only, it's not based on one gender. So
Exactly.
somebody who may be listening now, um, may, you know, this is one reason why I wanted so badly to be able to do the Survivor show, because I had so many friends, you know, during the month of October, that they just came out of it. I mean, they were fresh out of it, and the liberation when they spoke now. I mean, it was like, you know, I found everything that I lost, everything that was missing in me. You know, all of this had been, or slowly was being poured back into them. And they had a story that they wanted to tell, and I felt like they needed to tell, which again is why I'm going to revisit the concept, and we're going to do that show in the earlier part of 2020. Um, but I just feel like, you know, you went through, and you can't tell everybody this because some people get offended, and I completely understand. But you were taken through what you went through, so that on the opposite side or on the other side, you had your story to be able to present to other people, a form of healing. And sometimes you know, you said you have to heal yourself, but sometimes it does take seeing um, what someone else has gone through to give you the courage to be able to say, you know what, no, I haven't always been in this place, and I don't desire to be in this place any longer. You know, show me the way that I need to get out of it. You know, help me. And so I feel like you're that voice. You use Take Me on Yours, to show people that love is, it's there. Even once you've gone through all that you've gone through, love is still there. And so, again, I feel like, you know, you're the perfect person to um, empower and uplift. Because a lot of women and men, they stay, once they come out of it, they still stay in this this self pity. They've lost the respect, and I imagine you were there at one time. They lost the respect for themselves, and that's just it. I'm just gonna be here. I'm just gonna be content. Living like this. I got out of it. Now let me just be here. But then you have those who conquer and they overcome, like you did. So I want to salute you. Happy for you. I'm proud of you for being able to get to the point that you are in now. Are you in a relationship now?
No, I'm single.
Okay, guys, she said she was single. Nah, I'm playing. I'm just happy that you're at this point that you're at now. That you're open for dating, right?
Yes, I am.
This ain't the hookup show or nothing. I don't want nobody to be calling me after the show like, how I get in contact with her. We don't do that here. But the fact that you're open, you're open for dating now, and that speaks volumes right there. That speaks volumes. And I know that you've only taken this your career, your music career, seriously, like this year. But have you faced any barriers um, as an independent artist yet?
Yeah. you it's hard. Like I said, I just wrote my song just to write my song. I really wasn't thinking about a music career. I got offered a record deal. It's a lot. Then the record deal wasn't a good deal, and it's a lot. It's just like,
Yeah.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot to handle, a lot to take in.
So do you find yourself continuing, or will you find yourself continuing to pursue your music career, or was this just this is it right here? I wanted to get this off my chest, and it's going to help other people, but that's it. I'm done with singing.
No, I would do another single. Yeah. I think
And
I
see,
can
once you do another one, then you'll want to do another one. By
another
the time,
one, yes.
Right, in a couple of months you'll have 5. Then you're gonna throw all of those on one EP. You know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna see how good that does, and you'll be like, yeah, I want to do some more. So, guys, you need to watch out for Linda Washington. She has the voice, um, very talented. She has the story to tell, and there's nothing like not having to make up stories, to go into your lyrics when they're fresh in your mind. When these are real life experiences that you're using, I think your music tends to flow a lot better. The lyrics tend to flow a lot better, as you're writing them, and your song to me, it just sounds more believable because you can relate to what the artist is saying in the song. Now, as a female in this industry, have you suffered any skepticism or resistance, especially when you talk about, what you've been through? Are people, did they show empathy, did they treat you any type of way because, you say this is what I'm going through?
Yeah. And and it's sad. It's people that you really know too. It's like family. Oh, okay. Well, you went through that. Now it's done. So now you can move on. It's not simple. And just like you said, they're on the outside looking in, so they don't know what you've been through. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Till you get to the point you don't even want to say anything else about it. Just leave it alone. Oh well, you'll be okay. That's what I hear. Oh, you're okay. You're okay. Okay. Okay.
Then your
So
audience,
there's a lot of.
your
Excuse
audience,
me?
your audience is the wrong audience. They're not the people who need to hear your story. You need to change your focus, go in another direction because, again, somebody needs to hear. And I want to give you an assignment. Look at me. I'm a teacher. I want to give you an assignment. I want you every day to find somebody different and let them know that they're loved. You don't got to go into no explanations unless you know y'all build up a conversation or whatever. But every day, I want you to pour into, and it may be something you're already doing, pour into somebody else every day, and how, watch the difference in your own life, because you know this. One kind word, one kind gesture, holding the door open for somebody, smiling at somebody, you know what I'm saying, letting them go in front of you in the line because they got 2 items and you got 50, you know, something really small, as you never know how that can impact that individual's day. And so I don't want you to dwell on what you went through and how I wish I would have had somebody just to come up to me and be like, you know what, I love you today, Linda. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be fine today, Linda. Things are gonna get better for you, Linda. You know what I mean? Don't think about those things. Moving forward, pour into somebody every day, and just watch how it changes your life for the better.
Well, can I say something?
Yes.
I do that every day. I am a nurse,
I
I love taking care of people. and I love taking care of people, and I've been doing that forever, and I enjoy what I do. So I know what I went through. I've seen people worse than what I went through. So yeah. Yeah.
Wow. See, I didn't ask that in the beginning. I told you my questions kind of go off the energy that I'm getting. All positive energy, all good vibes, you know, from Linda. If you're just tuning in, you're live on To It Tuesdays. I'm on Endie Fiya with your girl, Nakia, and my special guest this evening, recording artist, Linda Washington. We just played her single, Take Me On Yours, released this year. Okay, what are we in? November? All right. So by March, May, April, we're gonna have another single out. Okay?
You will.
We're gonna play it. So, all right, see, look at her. We're gonna into existence. She'll have her second single out, and I can't wait to be able to debut it right here on Endie Fiya. If you had one word to describe you at this phase in your life, would it be anger, desire, pride, joy, or passion?
Joy.
Why joy?
Because I'm right now at the point in my life I want to enjoy my life. I've been down for so long. It's time for me to live my life.
Awesome.
But the one word I would have used was amazing.
For somebody to bounce back, somebody to be told that because of what she endured, she wasn't a real woman anymore. For her to come back and use the descriptive word amazing, just it speaks volumes to the type of woman that she is, the resilience that I feel that she possesses, and her strength. I want to go ahead and give you the opportunity now, Linda, to go ahead and get, if you have contact information out, social media information out, if anyone's interested in, we've given out the info for the book, but if you're interested in, if they're purchasing or streaming your single, contacting you for any, I don't know, they want to get you in a club, they want you to sing, they want to collab with you for whatever the need may be, if they're listening live or if they come back and listen to a playback show, the floor is now yours to get your contact information out.
Well, you can get my song on SoundCloud, Spotify. It's out there everywhere. Amazon Music. You can contact me on Facebook. basically just on Facebook. I think that's it. Instagram, Twitter. You can reach me on Twitter at LIN2003, and Twitter LINLW2003, on Facebook under Linda Washington, under my book Forbidden and Broken, Finding Love Behind the Scars on Facebook. I think that's it.
All right, guys. She gave out the information. I believe Instagram was LIN2003. And Twitter was LIN. Go ahead.
Instagram was LINLW2003.
That's Instagram.
Mhm.
And then Twitter is LIN2003.
Uh-huh.
Got it. Linda Washington on Facebook. And the book also, Forbidden and Broken, Finding Love Behind the Scars, is available on Amazon.com. Thank you again, Linda, again. Thank you again, Linda, again. Yeah, all right, you get the point. Thank you again, Linda, for being here with me this evening. Again, you could have been anywhere this evening, but you've taken the time to give so freely of yourself, sharing with myself and my listening audience, and I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me on your show. I really appreciate it.
So very welcome. Guys, make sure that you're tuning in back here Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, we'll have motivational speaker, author, entrepreneur, counselor, Kiwan Fitch Webster, and then back again on Saturday, the 9th of November at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Dream Wake Work Publishing author J.A. Butler. All right? And as always, I want to leave you with a quote. Information is not knowledge. Knowledge is not wisdom. Wisdom is not truth. Truth is not beauty. Beauty is not love. Love is not music. But music is the best. That's Frank Zappa. Until Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, have a good night.